Hello and welcome back. I was gonna make this video outside. I was actually out there. I had the camera. The stand was all set up. And then I got bit by 2 mosquitoes before I even put the camera on the stand. And I said to myself, never mind. The mosquitoes this year have been brutal, to say the least. And my yard accumulates a lot of water. It's one of the lowest properties within these 2 streets, and the water just accumulates in my backyard and creates the perfect breeding ground for mosquitoes. And my tolerance for being bitten this year is up here. So here we are. We got a few plants in the background. I like to show some greenery, some life in my videos. It helps me to connect, and I know for myself when I watch these kinds of videos, I do enjoy seeing plant life in the background, wherever. So I'm here without a script and without any idea of what I'm really going to say today, other than a sense of wanting to share. So whatever comes, whatever needs to be said through me, so be it. It seems to be easy to find a reason to feel sad, especially if you pay attention to all of the propaganda, the media, the bad news, the things that trigger you. If you just look, it seems that there are ample reasons to feel bad, to feel upset. A lot of things that remind us why we're not happy. And the mind seems to just gobble it up. There seems to be a sense of enjoyment, almost. An aspect of us seems to like that. Suffering can be very addictive, especially when we recognize that a lot of people around us are also suffering. It helps us, we think, to connect with other people, when I believe really what we're doing is we're creating a deeper connection to our pain and giving ourselves reason to feel more pain and justifying it as good, as it's okay, because everybody else is doing it. And it's difficult to relate to people when you can't speak about the same type of things to each other. We can't share the same type of thoughts. Then we feel disconnected from those people who we consider to be our friends, society, if you will. And to feel separate from society can feel very painful. To feel disconnected comes with its own type of suffering. But ultimately, we cannot really connect. We are not really connected when we identify with our pain. And when we identify with other people's thoughts which are causing our suffering. When we see other people sharing the things that we also disagree with, that connection is not true connection. And when I say connection specifically right now, I'm speaking about something inside of us that creates a sense of fulfillment and leads to happiness and happier thoughts and a sense of well-being. So energizing by allowing your attention to dwell in these types of thoughts, by energizing these types of thoughts, we prolong our own suffering and enable our own and the suffering of others. It can feel difficult to separate yourself, to be the only person who is talking about other things other than the things that trigger us. We can feel separate, we can feel alone. So in order to feel or avoid that sense of loneliness and that sense of aloneness, we oftentimes will indulge in that negative self-talk in front of others, that negative conversation. We will say, I also hate that. Oh my God, did you hear about this? And so the story spins. Courage is something that seems to be lacking if you pay attention to what everyone seems to be talking about and the things that seem to connect one another. I say seem to because I'm still speaking about negative conversations, talking bad about this happened, that happened, our life situation, as Eckhart Tolle would put it. So when we indulge in those types of thoughts and conversations, avoiding suffering, we think we're avoiding that aloneness by sharing in these types of conversations. What we're actually doing is creating more suffering for ourselves. I can hear someone at the door. So I think I'm going to wrap the video short there and answer that knock. I may make another video, we'll see. So wherever you are around the world, whatever time it is that you're watching this video, thank you, thank you, thank you. Find that inner strength and courage to say what not everybody else is saying. Find the light within and shine. Peace.